Hello, this is Aniket and welcome to Living Virtuously. So, recently I have been following certain mental health experts, very renowned, as well as some spiritual leaders about the discussions about mental well being, mental health, and well being. And they have done some fascinating findings, and some of their discussions were absolutely thought provoking. So I thought that I should take some points from their discussion, whatever I have listened to, whatever I have watched, and share with you all in Living Virtuously. It's all about mental health, it's all about emotional health. Right. So this video I will be only discussing about like what are the basically the major reasons, like what are these mental health experts, these spiritual leaders are discussing and are actually telling the main reasons for mental distress, mental poor health, like all these factors, right? So let's begin. So I always like to note my points so it'll be easier for me to talk. So basically, so the impact of COVID, right? Many are saying that COVID have actually exposed the mental vulnerability of human beings, right? So COVID had an increase, like during this COVID time, there has been a great increase in the cases of depression, anxiety, insomnia, alcohol abuse, eating disorders, obsessive compulsive disorders, and extremely negative and destructive thoughts. That is also on a global level. So the number of cases has increased in this COVID time. One Canadian study of around 46,000 subjects has these below findings. 24% said that their condition has become poor, that is, their mental condition has become poor during this COVID period. 52% had said that their mental health has been declined or has declined since physical distancing. 88% said that they have experienced anxiety symptoms. 64% between the age of 15 to 24 have experienced again decline in mental health. So many are saying that this is also a mental pandemic, right? So it's a very new to actually word, mental pandemic. So again, okay, let me start the discussions. Like, what are these mental health experts, the spiritual leaders are discussing about the major reasons for mental unwell-being or mental poor health? What are the major reasons for this? Now I'm just discussing about what those people have actually said, what those great leaders and great experts have said. The reason I'm discussing again is because whatever the discussion is absolutely thought-provoking, and it's up to you now to understand whatever I'm discussing through this video and take it in a very positive way so that you can improve your life by improving your mental health, enhancing your mental health. It's for everyone. All right. So now I'm just saying one by one. So people have now during this COVID time, what has happened is people had more time, or people have more time with themselves, and they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to deal with themselves. It's also seen that people have a tendency to multiply a single problem to 10 different problems inside their mind. And because of this, mental pandemic has, the word has come about. People doesn't have the proper ability. I'm saying, like, it's a kind of a conclusion that has been derived from the discussion. Like, basically many of the people don't have the ability to deal with something that they don't like. So there is a line, very thin line between sanity and insanity. Now people, if they push themselves negatively, foolishly and unwisely, it's very possible for them to, go from the sanity world to the insanity world. Right? Many have actually gone also because of this mental depression, anxiety problems, a lot of negative things. And if your mind, like if you frequently cross this, if you frequently cross from the world of sanity to the world of insanity, that is because of your thinking, because of your mind, it will be very difficult for the person to come back into the world of sanity if they frequently and continuously cross this thin line. Right? Some more points, very interesting points. Now they have said that human thoughts is a consequence of whatever data you have gathered in your life experience, right? Gathered through your five senses. Okay, so this is what is human thought. Now somebody has a very simplistic way of using these thoughts, or many people have create simplistic thoughts out of this data. Like thoughts are basically data or information. That thought is a consequence of whatever data or information people gather from their life experience using their five senses. Some people create simple thoughts using this data, while many are creating or doing unnecessary permutations and combinations of this data and creating very complicated thoughts inside their minds. And that is again a major reason for poor mental health. Right? It's been said and pointed out that there are two dramas which are constantly occurring in human beings and can also cause enormous suffering to people. One is the physiological drama, another one is the psychological drama. Now psychological drama is all about your mental health, right? It's psychological. Now currently it's been seen that the number of cases of mental suffering that is occurring from this psychological drama is now far exceeding the number of cases as compared to physical suffering. So the mental suffering is now a very, very alarming factor. Now we need to understand, right, that with evolution, okay, the human mind has also become more sharper and sharper. It has become more competent and sophisticated. That is with the evolution of human beings. Right? Now our mind is very much sharper and very much competent. Now the problem is, if human beings don't know how to deal with this sharp mind, it has enough possibility to create unnecessary problems. Right? The sharp mind is nothing but human intelligence. So many human beings are not using their intelligence as a gift to create solutions. They are unfortunately using it to create problems for themselves as well as for others. Right? So this sharpness of the human mind is an instrument. So this sharpness of the instrument is sometimes unnecessarily poking human beings because of their inability to hold this human mind properly. Right? This is a very fascinating thing that they have actually said, and I think even you will also agree with this you will agree with this, correct? Like, see, obviously this will not be applicable to many who are actually gifted and who are actually having a good mental well-being, but it is very much applicable to those people who continuously suffer from all those mental disorders, mental tension, depression, anxiety, OCD, negative thoughts. There are a lot of things about mental disease, emotional disease. All right. So this is a very important factor. Inability to deal with the human intelligence will cause mental suffering. Now it is a very it's very again fascinating, and it's a very correct thing. I think you will all agree to this also. Like many of us does not have the ability to sit quietly in one place without talking, using their phones, or without using their phones, without talking, without watching TV, without reading books, just simply sitting in one place and enjoying the moment of being alive. How many of us can actually do this? If you are doing this, then I think you have a very, very sound mental health. You're having a very good mental peace. You don't need any external objects to give you mental satisfaction and mental peace. This is what is meant through this discussion, through this topic. Also, some more points that I want to also highlight. Like people have become very compulsive creatures of habits. That is, if there is a little change that they need to go through, it will give them mental suffering. People are very much tied to certainty about life, and it is causing a big misunderstanding about what exactly are the essence of life. And this getting tied to certainty is making human beings very much inflexible. Now many people, it's been said that when people touch something, they get stuck to it. That means whatever they get involved with, they get identified with that in a very fixed way. So there is no open-minded approach in this factor. It's very important to have an open-ended approach to life. Some more points. Now see, human experience, so whatever we experience, whatever we feel is all from inside, correct? So human experience is always caused from within. That is, I'm talking about the pain, the pleasure, the joy, the misery, the anxiety, the happiness. It is all from within. External events can always be a stimuli, but it is the way we respond that actually causes our human experience. Human beings should not forget the essence and meaning of being, because human beings are the only living things in the planet that has been given the term beings. Every other living things in the planet are not called as beings. It is only humans that are called as beings, because humans should know the essence of the meaning to be. Every human should be consciously sane, that is sane-minded, and should be in the highest level of pleasantness. And it is all from within. It is all in your mind. Within means I'm talking about your mind. You don't need any external objects to give you mental happiness and mental relief. Let me see if I need to discuss some more points from whatever I have noted down. Yes, so this is what exactly I wanted to discuss in this video. Very, very important findings and discussions that has been done by world-renowned mental health experts and spiritual leaders, right? Now, have only done this discussion to bring all these points forward to you. Many of you who have already listened to their discussions are already familiar with these points. It is very much useful to those people who are not yet aware about such kind of important, mind-provoking, thought-provoking discussions about mental wellness emotional wellness, mental health, emotional health. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you have understood what I try to convey in this video. I'm sure it's going to enable you take all of these discussions in a very positive sense and use it to rectify if in case you think that your mental health is not up to the mark that it should be, right? It's all depending on you, your mental health. Mental health experts can guide you, can enable you, but ultimately it's you who has to take this enablement or this enabling factors inside you to enhance your mental well-being and emotional well-being. So that was all in this video, and hope you have enjoyed listening and seeing this video. Hope you have learned something from it. And if you find this useful, please share it with your friends, your colleagues, your professional networks. Right? Let's enable more and more people to have a fantastic mental and emotional health. Thank you.